10 on your side is following the latest developments in a double homicide that led to an officer shooting a suspect. Newport News' police chief held a conference earlier this morning about Thursday's shootings. 10 on your side has been covering this major local story since it happened. Chopper 10 flew overhead while our reporters were on the scene, and we streamed the news conference live on wavy.com. If you missed it, though, we have everything you need to know. 10 on your side's Matt Gregory joins us from Newport News with more on the chief's message. Matt?
Lex, Chief Richard Myers says that the community was instrumental in tracking down those suspects. One who's in the hospital today, and the other, they say they have a better detailed description for their detectives. But Myers said yesterday's double homicide and officer-involved shooting all happened in less than a half hour. Within 2 minutes of the call, officers were on the scene. They found two dead men in the van, and only several minutes later, Chief Myers said a sergeant tracked down the two suspects on Roanoke Avenue. Myers said both men had guns at that time. When the suspects didn't listen to officers' demands to stop, the sergeant shot at them. Now, Chief Myers says one of the suspects did fire his gun during this encounter, and after the suspect ran away, a female officer found the same suspect on a porch along Roanoke Avenue. When he didn't listen to her commands, she shot, hitting him. Now, Chief Myers says the quick timing helped people speaking up.
With citizen and eyewitness accounts, they were able to immediately radio out the detailed description and direction of travel of the fleeing suspects.
Yeah, the two suspects that are one who is in the hospital, the other one is still on the run. Police have a better detailed description of him. He's between 5'8" and 5'9". He's an African-American male, last seen wearing a black hat and a blue coat. Now, as far as the victims' names, police have not released the names of the two victims because they've had a difficult time notifying the next of kin. Now, coming up at 4 o'clock, you heard the chief talking about the importance of neighbors and the community's involvement in this particular double homicide. Now, what can they do to stop the rash of violence that's really heated up since the beginning of the year? The chief will talk about that, and we will have that here at 4 o'clock on Wavy News. Until then, in Newport News, I'm Matt Gregory. 10 on your side.
All right, thanks, Matt. 4 schools in that area went on lockdown Thursday because of the shootings. The lockdowns were all lifted before 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Stay with Wavy News and wavy.com for the latest developments in this story.